Welcome, everyone, and hello, hello. My name is Evita. I am the registered dietitian at That Clean Life, and my awesome co host today is Tabitha, our senior practice success manager. Today, we're going to be showing you how you can create simple, effective nutrition plans that your clients will love. But before we get to that, I'd love to know who is here today. So some of you have already started rolling into that chat. If you haven't already, open up the chat box, say hello, let me know where you're tuning in from, and let us also know what type of health and wellness practitioner that you are.
We have a registered dietitian from the UK, but that's the only person who's dropped in what they are. So let us know your designation,
Yeah. Oh, RD from Chicago.
RD, Carolyn.
Primary care and weight loss clinic from Tessa. Amazing functional medicine specialist. Very, very cool. We're so happy to spend this time with you. Let me set the stage for what we're gonna cover today. I'm gonna start with an overview of how health and wellness professionals, just like you, offer nutrition planning. Next, we'll chat about the common meal planning mistakes that practitioners typically make and how to fix them so that your clients are more successful. And then we'll give you some really straightforward tips that will help you simplify your clients' meal plans. And finally, we'll cover what happens after you deliver that meal plan and how you can keep clients engaged for the long term. At the end of this workshop today, we'll also share a bonus resource package to help you simplify your meal planning starting today. And we will answer all your burning questions in a Q&A format. So pop your questions into the Q&A box as they come up, and we'll answer them right at the very end. If you'd like to chat with each other during our time here together, please use the chat function. Our promise to you is that by the end of this workshop, you will be equipped with knowledge that will help you make your clients more successful and grow your health or wellness business. So if that sounds good to everybody here, if you are ready to dive in, I changed this a little bit. I want you to drop your favorite emoji into the chat and then we'll get into it. You can take your time with finding that favorite emoji, but I want to see something a little bit different. Let's see. So we got hands up from Elle. Keep that coming in. So my first question is, what is a nutrition plan? Oh, we got such good emojis. Octopus, a dove, a cake, fire, fantastic. So nutrition planning. This could be a meal plan, a recipe collection, or a meal planning guide, aka client-led meal planning. So a meal plan, think of that as like a detailed eating plan that outlines daily meals and it includes recipes and an itemized shopping list. But sometimes we know this, a client just isn't into following a meal plan and they maybe prefer like a collection of recipes that they can pick and choose from. And other clients might be interested in client-led meal planning. So this is where you set your clients up with a collection of recipes along with a blank meal plan to guide them through the meal planning process. Let me know in the chat what kind of meal plan or nutrition plan do you prefer? Do you like a structured meal plan for your clients? Do you prefer to give out recipe collections? Or are you a fan of client-led meal planning or a meal planning guide where you teach your clients how to do their own meal planning? Because the type of nutrition plan you choose will depend on your client and their unique needs. There's no real right or wrong way to do it. It's really specific and personalized to your client and also the way that you like to practice. At That Clean Life, we've seen firsthand that many successful practitioners leverage the power of nutrition planning through all the three types: meal plans, recipe collections, and meal planning guides to attract clients, improve health outcomes, and grow their businesses. You can incorporate nutrition planning into your practice by incorporating it into your one-on-one services, which are your initial and your follow-up nutrition consults and one-on-one nutrition coaching packages. You can offer custom or personalized meal planning as an add-on service. You can create a meal planning subscription site and incorporate it into add-on nutrition services like a grocery store tour, pantry makeover, cooking class, workshop, or webinar. You could also sell it as a digital nutrition resource like a recipe book or pre-made meal plan. And over the last year, we've seen online nutrition courses become an even more popular service among nutrition professionals. You can also incorporate into group nutrition programs. So there's many options and you can offer several of these services. I personally like the benefit of having multiple revenue streams. I think it creates a financial safety net, prevents burnout, and provides more options for clients to work with you. So depending on your client's needs, again, you can guide them to the right service offer, and all of these will ultimately help you grow your business. So why we're all here today, we want to talk about where things go wrong and how to fix that. So we talked about different types of nutrition plans that you can offer, and I also mentioned many different services that you can deliver them in. If nutrition plans are such an effective tool in helping clients reach their health goals, then where do things go wrong? So at That Clean Life, Tabitha and I have been helping folks create nutrition plans at an individual and a professional level for nearly, it's been many, many years. And even in our personal lives, we've been doing this for nearly a decade. So Tabitha, why don't we share where we see things start to go sideways?
Perfect. Let's dive in. Okay, so mistake number one. We see it happen all the time. You think you know what your client needs, so you jump into creating a nutrition plan. You're so excited. But what you forgot to do was complete an assessment specific to nutrition planning first, so that you can really understand how to create a meal plan your client will actually follow. And there's actually a very easy fix to this. You can conduct a nutrition planning assessment that will help you gather the right data to inform your meal plan. So your nutrition planning assessment will help you get to know your client, their history, and their current problems. It'll assess not only their health, but their lifestyle and relationship with food too. And it will help you understand the client's goals and expectation when it comes to working with you. So I know many of you are likely saying, okay, that's lovely. What questions should I ask my client during the nutrition planning assessment? Or what should I have on this nutrition planning assessment? And we've got great news because we've actually put together a super awesome nutrition planning assessment tool that you can find at thatcleanlife.com/assessment-tool, or I just dropped that in the chat right now. You can also scan this QR code and it will bring you directly to the website where the assessment tool lives. That is the easiest and fastest way to it. Feel free to bookmark it if you are using it. And if you're already using Practice Better, it's already built into your Practice Better software. So we've got you covered. This tool gives you the exact questions that you should ask to create epic meal plans for your clients. Okay, mistake number two. When it comes to nutrition planning, you don't understand your client's true goals. If you don't understand what your client is really trying to achieve, it will be really difficult to create a meal plan or a recipe collection that helps accomplish that. So when you hand your client their plan, you should be able to clearly articulate what the goal is and how it will be achieved. This will ensure your client feels seen and heard. So important when working with clients. When they understand the goal behind the nutrition plan and how every recipe contributes to that goal, they will be much more likely to follow it. And mistake number three, when it comes to nutrition planning, the meal plan you create is not as good as you think it is, and it's not realistic for your client. I know we probably hate to hear that, but this one really hits home for me. I would love to know how many of you have ever created a nutrition plan for a client and then they don't follow it or they just ghost you and it's crickets. I'd love to know this in the chat. I know personally that I failed like my clients because I thought they wanted as much variety as possible. But when I put together their meal plans, I didn't consider what variety meant to their grocery bills or their time and energy spent in the kitchen. It was a hot mess. And I felt shame around that and embarrassed. But I do think that this is like a common mistake that everyone needs to hit. So yeah, Nancy's saying, of course, like everyone goes through this. Kathleen's like, this has happened far too many times. Megan says, yes, I have not followed a plan. I didn't like what it suggested. So she knows on the receiving side. And I definitely know on the receiving side too. So like I said, this is a very common mistake. And the fix to this mistake seems obvious, but it's just simplify your plans. I know this is so much easier said than done. So let's dive into that concept a little bit. Let's explore the secrets to simplifying your meal plans so that clients will not only follow them, but also love them and keep coming back for more. Let's pass it back over to Avita for this.
Super. I love the comments in the chat right now. Like you like and every client is so unique, but I've had the same experience with past clients where I'm like, this is a work of art. I cannot wait to get this to the client. And then they just don't follow the plan because they're like, did you see how much time I was supposed to spend in the kitchen? Or sorry, what is this ingredient that you asked me to go to I couldn't find at the grocery store? Like there's so many nuances that you need to understand about your client, and Tabitha hit the nail on the head with that. It's like the assessment tool, like really understanding your client and their goals before you create that plan. So we're gonna walk over or talk over all of these secrets to simplifying meal plans. And secret number one, like I just said, keep that ingredient list minimal and accessible. After you create your meal plan, you will have a list of items your client will need to follow the plan. And this list should be minimal and accessible. By keeping the grocery list short, you will reduce both the amount of time your client needs to spend grocery shopping and the money that they need to spend on food. So even things like understanding what they already have in their kitchen, what are their staples, what spices do they already have in their pantry. That's super important to help you pick the correct recipes to put on their meal plan. And as a result, your client will be much more likely to then follow the plan. And Tabitha talked about variety and too many recipes. So many nutrition professionals create meal plans that include way too many recipes, thinking that this adds value. And we still see it to date where people say like, they want to have a new recipe on that plan every single day and don't want to use leftovers. Again, leftovers can be a client preference, and then that's fair. Then maybe you have something new, but still using maybe ingredients that you already have on the grocery list. But some clients love leftovers and they want to use the power of leftovers to cook once and eat multiple times. So in fact, it does the opposite, making the plan too overwhelming and hard to follow when you have too many recipes. If have you ever made a new recipe for every meal every day? Probably not, and you shouldn't expect your clients to either. So check out this meal plan that we made with just 15 ingredients. By choosing staple ingredients and using them in various ways throughout the week, you can help your clients save time shopping, eat healthy on a budget, and use up what they purchase. Like for example, if you're asking a client to go to the grocery store and buy the box of strawberries, you want to make sure that you're using that entire box of strawberries throughout their plan in the week. You're not just having like one meal or one snack with that item. Once you've made the grocery list, you can organize it into a checklist with categories to make it super easy for your clients to shop. Just so you know, That Clean Life automatically does this for you. And when you update your meal plan in any way, the grocery list will also automatically update. So it's auto-generated and automatically updated. It's all about reducing friction for yourself, as a practitioner from That Clean Life side, and then as a practitioner, this grocery list helps you reduce friction for your clients by keeping that list minimal and organized. And you will make following the plan just so much easier for them. You can then share your client's simple meal plan and grocery list through a shared link. So this is a really fun way to collaborate with your client on their plan in real time by bringing them into the software to learn the skill of nutrition planning. This interactive planning process also fosters greater engagement and adherence to their nutrition plan. At That Clean Life, we just launched an enhancement to our sharing feature. You heard it here first. So allowing you to maintain your brand's integrity with shared links. With this option enabled, clients will experience your brand at the forefront of everything that you share, which is really important in creating this seamless experience for them. So before, it used to be branded with That Clean Life's colors, but now and the icon would just be like your picture, but now you can update your brand icon with your logo or your favicon, and then update your colors to match your branding, which I think is like really cool for your clients to also just have this experience where they experience your brand at the forefront of everything that you share. Who was it? I think it was Megan who you said, yes, I've also not followed a plan. I didn't like what they suggested. So I really recommend using sharing and like going through in your appointment with clients where you actually show them the meal plan as you're creating it, or before you just hand it off to them and say like, have a great week making all of these recipes. You want to work through it with them so that they're fully engaged and they give you feedback during the appointment before they go home and look at their plan and say like, I was never going to follow this. Like, this is not what I expected. So that's going to save you from the hassle too of having clients that don't follow their plan or come back to you weeks later and haven't made any of those changes. All right, secret number 2, when creating the meal plan, be mindful of the preparation and cooking time required every day. So here are some quick tips for minimizing that preparation cooking time that I found really helpful. So number 1, going back into that initial assessment, be sure you ask your client about any time restraints they might have and assess their skills in the kitchen. We've seen so many well-intentioned practitioners create meal plans with recipes that take too much time or that are too complex, and it completely overwhelms the client, which is not what you want. So consider incorporating things like one-pan meals or recipes that use the slow cooker if your client has one, to cut down on prep time for your clients. Or maybe your client's like really into using their air fryer right now. That's a big one. Or we're heading into fall. Maybe they're just like, it's soup season. I just want soup recipes. You want to find out exactly like the types of cooking equipment and the amount of time your client has. So you suggest the correct recipes. And like I said, Tabitha and I love this part of using leftovers on your meal plan. Most clients do not want to cook something new for every meal every day. So one trick that we found that works well is to have your client create enough dinner so that they can pack the leftovers for lunch the next day. And that's just something that we as practitioners do as well. So here's an example of how you would use leftovers on a meal plan. You will see that the meals that appear grayed out are leftovers. So for example, you can see that we will make chicken and sweet potato and peppers for dinner on Monday night, then pack up the leftovers for lunch on Tuesday. This means that your client can cook once and eat multiple times to save them time, ensuring that the recipe creates the right number of leftovers for servings. Off servings for leftovers is also key. So when you use like shared links and you allow your clients to edit their plans, they can actually adjust the number of servings and then make those modifications too. If they know, like, maybe for breakfast, that's something that they eat on their own for their oatmeal on that Monday morning, but then for dinner, maybe they're feeding their whole family. So they might want to scale that. So in that assessment form too, find out like which meals do clients eat on their own and which ones do they need to cook extra for. So you can do that initial work. And then if your client needs to make any adjustments, they can do that themselves through a shared link. But I will add a disclaimer that not all clients love leftovers. We know this. So this is something that you have to, again, explore with your client during that assessment so that you can structure their meal plan accordingly. Okay, drop in the chat now. Has anyone made these changes already, being mindful of preparation and cooking time, or having fewer recipes and keeping that ingredient list minimal and accessible? Let us know too. How many of you actually check your grocery list before you send it to your client to make sure that it doesn't have too many items on it? Because I've seen in some places that, a practitioner will send us their meal plan to just like do another review of, and we'll take a quick look at it and it'll have like over 100 ingredients on that grocery list. And that's just overwhelming for the client. All right. And, Beth just had a great question. Can you please share in detail, explain what shared links is? So Tabitha's going to post a blog in the chat, but we'll go over this in the Q&A as well, because we definitely want to show you in more detail what shared links are. Okay, and secret number 3, provide the why behind every recipe. So research shows that people with more information about the health effects of the food they eat are more likely to follow their nutrition plan and adopt healthier eating behaviors. Your clients deserve to understand the reasoning behind the recipe that you add to their nutrition plans. AI Health Insights, available only within that sharing feature, includes easy to understand nutrition education associated with each recipe. The insights help your clients understand the why behind your nutrition recommendations to promote better dietary adherence and ultimately better health outcomes. The insights can include things like importance of protein, the power of various vitamins and minerals, which ingredients support heart health, and much more. So for your clients, more accessible nutrition education means increased food literacy and better health outcomes, But for you as their practitioner, this also means time saved on research and resources and more confidence in the care that you deliver. So it's a win-win. And just so you know, before we publish these AI health insights, myself, the dietitian, I do review them. So you can be like well assured that this is not something that we're just using AI for to create these insights and then just publishing whatever comes out of it. They are being reviewed for accuracy before they get published. And this feature is done on the back end and then published for every recipe. It's not something that automatically updates if you adjust the recipe. So we really want to be like concrete in what we're saying for those recommendations for those health benefits, and that's where I pop in to make sure that happens for accuracy. And so just mentioning for those shared links to when you're sharing a plan with a client. So in That Clean Life, you can do this either through a PDF or a shared link. So every time I say sharing, what I mean is a shared link. It's just a unique link that you create to send your client their meal plan, their recipe collection, or just an individual recipe or a collection of their blank plan and recipes. All right. The next secret to creating simple meal plans that your clients love to follow is providing a prep guide along with their meal plan. So a prep guide is an outline that will help your clients follow their plan. Here's what our prep guides look like at That Clean Life, which will give you an idea of how this looks. So you can see here that the prep guide shows the day, the task, and notes in 3 columns, and every day has tasks the client can complete to stay organized and on track with following their plan. This is really great for clients who are new to meal planning and can really help them stay organized and on track. So prep guides can also, I think, help reduce the overwhelm that clients might feel when they have to start the new habit of nutrition planning or meal planning. And again, so this is what that shared link will look like. When sharing your client's meal plan, you can easily attach their prep guide into their shared link, so everything is in one place. In the example I have up, this is 3 weeks of gut health meal plans in one collection, along with 3 weeks of prep guides for my client to easily follow along. And I've shared this through just one unique link, and I can make real-time adjustments to my clients' plans and prep guides as needed, ensuring that they always have the most accurate and personalized dietary guidance. Elle has a question of where is the prep guide? So prep guides is what we create with all of our done for you templates. So if you're using one of our templates, you can just go in, check out that prep guide. It'll be on the top right corner and use that to send with your meal plan. If you're creating a meal plan from scratch, what you can do is go into one of our templates, make a copy of that prep guide, and then modify it to match everything that's in your meal plan. But what I'll also do is at the Q&A, where we can show you a quick demo of where that lives. And secret number 4, this is so important, and I think I mentioned this subtly during our chat so far, is to introduce your client to their meal plan. I've seen this mistake happen again and again. You create this awesome meal plan, you send it to your client, and then find out that they will never use it. Often this is because the client doesn't even know how to use it. So as a practitioner, you can really set your client up for success by taking some time to introduce your client to their meal plan. This is a little thing that can make a really big difference. When introducing your client to their meal plan, show them what is included in the meal plan, then walk them through each component, including the plan, the list, the recipes, the prep guide if you include it, and anything else that you might add as an attachment or as a link with their nutrition plan. And as you walk through each component of their plan, you can share tips and tricks to help them more successful. For example, when you're reviewing the shopping list, you can explain how you've organized it into columns to make shopping quick and easy. When reviewing the plan, you can explain how you've incorporated leftovers to cut down on time in the kitchen and answer any questions they might have about storing leftovers. So you want to do this work before you send them out into the world to follow their plan, so you get any of those doubts that they might have, any questions and concerns answered before they get home to start working on the plan. All right, so now you have created a simple nutrition plan that your client will love to follow, and you've reviewed it with them. So what happens next? Tabitha will help us dive a little bit deeper into this.
All right, so after your client has the nutrition plan, you should follow up by checking in, asking for feedback, ensuring that they're achieving their goals. Based on your client's feedback, you can adjust the plan, or you can provide them with new plans to help keep them engaged. And speaking of keeping clients engaged, once your client has got the hang of following your meal plan or your recipe collection, a really fun exercise is to teach them how to do their own meal planning by providing them with a collection of curated recipes selected by you and a blank plan that they can then fill out. So this is client-led meal planning that Avita had referred to at the beginning. Sharing is an excellent tool for this. So by using the sharing feature, you can instantly share plans with clients through a secure link and track what links you have shared and who has viewed them. We report all of your sharing stats inside of the software for you. Sharing is a fun way to collaborate with your client on their meal plan in real time by bringing them into the software. They don't have to create a login. You're just using a secure shared link that they can then access. And the interactive planning process fosters a greater engagement and adherence to their nutrition plan. Also, really cool on your end is if your client makes changes to their plan, you'll be able to see those changes instantly reflected on your end. So like Avita mentioned, our sharing enhancement means that you can maintain your brand's integrity with your shared links. That includes customizable with your business colors. You can upload your business favicon and or logo so that your the icon within your browsing tab looks like your branding color is there. And then same with that blue bar that Avita is showing, that is their business icon. So your clients will know who has created their plan and they'll have an easy way to contact you or visit your website just using those buttons on the right-hand side of the screen. Clients might also like to get access to meal plans or recipe collections for the long term, even once they're done working with you. And we've actually seen so many of our That Clean Life members successfully keep their clients engaged for years with a meal planning membership site. This is a really great way to scale your business and have your clients grow with you as your services grow. So here's an example from Mandy King, who is a registered holistic nutritionist and the founder of Healthy Eating and Living, also known as HEAL. Mandy offers a weekly meal planning membership program where she delivers a new healthy meal plan every Thursday night to her members. Each meal plan contains 9 new high protein, gluten-free, dairy-free, and refined sugar-free recipes, and it also comes with a grocery list. And members can sign up for a quarter every 3 months for $97 or for a yearly membership for $297. And anyone can sign up for this membership program at any time straight through the HEAL website. It's important to note that Mandy had a really significant following, and this was a tool that she used to scale her business. It wouldn't be something that you'd want to start your business out with. You got to have that audience, that following, that sort of graduation of your clients to move them into a stream that makes the most sense for them. And then here's another example. We have Lauren Gafer. She's a nutritional therapist, and she has a membership program offered Nourish 365. Lauren's Nourish 365 membership program includes over 60 meal plans, including specialized plans for thyroid, gut, and brain health. All plans include a shopping list and prep guide to help keep members organized and on track. And both of these members use That Clean Life to create all of this content. So it comes together really quickly for them. Okay, let's go with one last example of a membership program. This is Megan Hansen's M3 membership program. Megan is the creator of the Metabolism Makeover Program, a 30-day sustainable weight loss program. After participants complete the 30-day program, they are invited to join M3, which is the supportive monthly community. Megan created M3 because science shows that you need at least 3 months of accountability to make a program really stick. Her M3 program gives her program participants a place to go for more support when they finish her main program. It costs $59 a month, and it includes seasonal meal plans, grocery and snack lists, monthly clinics with experts, monthly challenges, prizes, giveaways, and support. Okay, we've just covered a lot. We get that. So Avita, I'm going to pass it back over to you to do a quick recap, please.
Sure. Okay. So we just covered, how practitioners use nutrition plans. I added a little piece at the end about those meal planning membership sites because I wanted to show too, like when you're doing your simplified meal plan and your clients graduate from those one-on-one programs, you should have a service after to retain them and continue to offer that guidance that you had provided. We chatted about 3 reasons why clients don't follow your nutrition plans, the secrets to simplifying them beyond the nutrition plan. So what to do to make sure your client has received their meal plan and is set up for success. And now we're going to go into hooking you up with the tools and resources to execute on this, because we know that it's so important to master the art of meal planning so that you can create those simple, effective nutrition plans that your clients will love to follow and that keeping them coming back for more. The end result really for all of us is that we want to attract more clients. We want to make sure that they're successful. We want to retain them for longer. And ultimately, this is what grows your business to new heights. So as promised, we wanted to tell you about a little package we've put together to help you implement everything you've learned today. And so this is our gift to you. It's our client success bonus package. This bonus offer is absolutely packed full of goodness. I'll walk you through exactly what it includes. The first thing you get is a group coaching call with Tabitha and myself on how to save time and increase client compliance with sharing. So using that sharing feature. What we're going to do is we'll review the new sharing enhancements and how you can use themed sharing links to keep your clients on track. This call is happening tomorrow, September 18th, so you need to be signed up with That Clean Life before then to register. If you feel like you need more time to decide on your That Clean Life subscription and sign up, don't worry, there will also be a replay that's available. So if you join after and you want to have access to that call, that'll still be available. Next, we are heading into flu season, so we have an immune supportive offer. So it's a done for you recipe collection with 30 meals, super simple meal ideas, recipe ideas designed to include a wide variety of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to support the immune system. This is paired with a blank planner so that you can use that sharing feature to teach clients the skill of meal planning. Then I've got a one-pan dinner challenge. So dinner is typically often the most challenging meal for clients, but offering easy and realistic one-pan meals, this is the game changer. So this is a collection of 15 recipes that can kickstart your clients' meal planning habits. You can offer this in your one-on-one support as a lead magnet in your newsletter, or you can even run a free challenge to attract new clients. And then, remember secret number 1 where I said keeping the ingredient list minimal and accessible? So we want to help with that with our healthy and affordable recipe collection. So this provides you with the necessary tools to offer your clients and leads access to the nutrition care that they need. This collection includes 40 recipes that focus on using minimal whole food ingredients that are as accessible as possible. So each recipe contains 7 or fewer ingredients that can be sourced from the freezer section or by using in-season produce. So this is one of my favorites. I think it's so important to offer those easy meals that that are minimal and accessible and still whole food. All right. This one, who's getting ready for the holiday season? I can't believe stuff's already coming up. It's so soon. So we thought we'd put together a collection of 10 healthy ways to use up leftover turkey. The powers of leftovers, I wanted to drive this home. It saves your clients time and money with Thanksgiving plus fall and winter festivities coming up. We have you covered to help provide the right guidance to your clients on how to use up that leftover turkey. And then we couldn't really end this without highlighting our templates. So we have over 150 of these done for you meal plans to jumpstart your nutrition planning process. The first set I want to mention is the Simple Balanced Diet and the Plant-Based Simple Balanced Diet. So these are 2 easy balanced eating plans for both beginners and seasoned cooks looking to simplify their routine and increase their intake of healthy foods. Insider tip is that the Simple Balanced Diet is actually the most used template in the past year by That Clean Life members. This shows just how much our clients want us to simplify things. And the next set I want to highlight is the 15 ingredient program and the plant-based 15 ingredient program. So these 2 programs demonstrate how easy it is to just eat healthy with just 15 nutritious ingredients. They reduce your clients' time at the grocery store, keep their grocery costs to minimum, reduce food waste, and teach them how to get creative with just a few items. So how do you get access to this bonus package? You just need to be a member of That Clean Life. So if you are not yet a member, I recommend signing up for any That Clean Life plan. Once you have done that, you will find the bonus package on your dashboard. If you're already a member of That Clean Life, you're all set. You can head to That Clean Life right now, open up your dashboard, and import all the bonus resources. For those of you who aren't yet members of That Clean Life, but you're interested in joining, I'm just going to walk you through our plans. We have two monthly plans. Our $30 USD per month starter plan. This is great for practitioners who are just starting out, those who work part-time, or those who want access to a more streamlined feature set. And our $60 per month plan plus plan gives you full access to everything in the platform. We also have a yearly plan. So this is $600 USD for the year, which saves you $120 compared to paying monthly. You can sign up for any That Clean Life plan to start simplifying that nutrition planning process today for both yourself as a busy practitioner and for your clients who are looking for effective plans personalized to them and easy to follow. Any plan that you sign up for That Clean Life, you get access to that client bonus package. But if you need a little bit more assistance to figure out, which plan is the right one for you, you can always send us an email at hello@thatcleanlife.com. Tell me about the type of practitioner you are, the niche you work in, the type of clients you see, and then I can help you figure out whether that starter or the plus plan is a better option. I hope you found this workshop helpful and maybe you're feeling inspired to create better, simpler nutrition plans. If you have any questions, again, you can always reach out to us at hello@thatcleanlife.com. But if you can stick around for that Q&A right now, we're going to head into that right away.